Whether it's climate change or inflation, farmers already deal with many challenges, but now they're dealing with one more: the new increase in the federal capital gains tax. Some farmers and farm organizations say the tax hike makes it more difficult for family farms to be passed to the next generation, putting them at risk of shutting down. Joining us from Davidson, Saskatchewan this morning is Rob Stone. He's the director of Sask Wheat and the owner of Stone Farms. So welcome to your morning.
Good morning.
As in the case with many farms in Canada, your parents passed the family farm on to you. You eventually had planned to do the same with your own children. Why are you so concerned about this tax hike and the timing of it now?
Well, I think tax hikes are, obviously nobody likes tax hikes. Nobody likes paying more. The issue with it is that it affects the trajectory of planning. It's an ongoing process. And it's a concern for us when we are looking at transition planning for our boys. It's a long time ahead. Other people are certainly a lot more closer in the middle of transitioning the farm. It's an ever-evolving process, and it adds some real costs either now or down the road into liabilities for the next generation as they continue the farm.
Well, we're already seeing some of that, aren't we? I mean, with people with family farms, young people opting not to take it over because it's just too expensive to take it all on. The Liberals say that they've provided some exemptions for farmers. They're designed to protect them from the brunt of this tax hike. Those include an increased lifetime capital gains exemption that goes to about $1.25 million, and exceptions for intergenerational land transfers that allow for those taxes, which would be hefty in this day and age, to be deferred. But why aren't those measures enough?
Everything gets more expensive, and of course, anytime that there's a further increased exemptions, it's a welcome thing to have that increase. But nonetheless, there's still exemptions. Those can be monkeyed around with, and really they don't capture the whole issue of what happens when land and farms either get sold for transition or doesn't capture different structures that farms are operating under, whether it's under a more corporate structure, which a lot are taking that on for business purposes, transition purposes, and that sort of thing. So what happens with a lot of these things is that they're nice measures, but they don't fully allow to, doesn't appreciate for the value that will be taxed and the need for people to use a lot of their farm sale for their retirement. They don't have a pension. They don't have all these other things. Everything that they've done is invested right back into the farm. So we're still not able to make up for the fact that what the Grain Growers of Canada estimates to be a 30% increase in taxes under the old kind of scheme or the old capital gains of 50% going to this the newer inclusion rate of 66%.
Yeah, and the difference with farms here too, as opposed to like a small business or even like, a intergenerational property, is that these are also a service, right? Farmers are providing a service to the rest of the country. From 2000 to 2021, the number of farms in Canada has decreased by nearly a quarter, 23%. And the average age of farm operators is 56, which means a lot of them are coming up to retirement age. They tend to retire a little bit later, but it's close. With new expenses mounting due to having to adapt to climate-related weather changes and now this forced expenditure like a capital gains tax increase, what do you see in the future of farming?
I think if we don't properly reward people for taking the risk to invest and battle the ever-present weather risks, business risks, markets, and all of those sorts of things, we're going to see less people opting to make that investment and look at other opportunities within Canada. And I think that we will probably see a more rapid evolution of consolidation of family farms. And I don't think any of us really want to see that happening. These are the people that feed and fuel Canada and exports around the world. I think that work will happen anyways. Someone will farm the land. It's just what do you want farming to look like? And I would prefer to see more operators, as many young operators as possible, working on farms across Canada.
Hey, Rob Stone, it's great to have your perspective on this issue this morning. Thanks for joining us from Saskatchewan.
Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.